Hi, my name is Tom Knipe. I'm a Chief Ranger here at Bear Creek Lake State Park in Cumberland County, Virginia. And we're standing today next to a vernal pool. Some people call it an intermittent pool because they're not here all year round. They form in the winter when rain and precipitation brings enough moisture to fill in this depression. So it won't happen everywhere, and that's what makes them so important. Underneath the soil is a clay composite that allows the water to build up almost like a pond, but as the summertime comes and evaporation, the pond will be empty. During that time when it's full, it becomes a very important location for wildlife, in particular the spotted salamander and the marbled salamander. They rely on these pools for their survival. They're terrestrial salamanders. They live all in the woods most of the year. Come winter, when this pool fills with water, they're here. It's where their young raise and then become the next generation. Without these pools, marbled and spotted salamanders would be basically unable to bring more young into the world to keep the population safe. Sometimes these pools are an aggravation to people wanting to, in fields, wanting to plant and things like that. And all we can say is that bear in mind that were it not for these certain places that draw these particular two species, then they'd cease to exist, along with wood frogs or another species that uses it. So it's best to leave them as they are. They're not ponds all year round. They don't have fish, so it's a safe place for young salamanders to grow up.
As Tom mentioned, these are unique breeding grounds for many species and are very important in the life cycle. Here we see a number of different egg masses under the water. This image simply shows the extent of the depression that is the vernal pool. This is the area that fills with water in late winter, early spring, remains wet, and then typically evaporates during the summer months. Here we go under the water again to see yet another type of egg mass, another species that calls this its breeding grounds. As you can tell, it's a very unique underwater environment. Vernal pools are important not just for breeding grounds, but because of the other life that the water here supports. Just as this bullfrog that we see perched on the log, we also see a variety of species of snake that tend to live nearby, salamanders. We may see some prints showing some different creatures that have visited the banks of the vernal pool. And we can even catch some nighttime visitors too, such as the rabbit, deer, raccoon, and look at this, even the bald eagle looking for some food, a tasty treat. We hope you have enjoyed learning about vernal pools and how they serve as an essential breeding habitat for certain species of wildlife, including salamanders and frogs. These juvenile and adult amphibians that are associated with vernal pools provide an important food source too for small carnivores as well as large game species.